what you can do is just open the browser and go to our Remix ID, remix.ethereum.org. Go to this website. We are doing our programs on this IDE, so you no need to install anything in your system. So now we are using this IDE, remix.ethereum.org. Whenever it is open, it looks like this. Here we can write our smart contract. For writing the smart contract, what you need to do is just create a new file. As in the normal programming, we need to create a new file. Like in C or C++ or Java, whatever it is, we need to create a file and write the programs over there. And after that, we need to compile and then run it. The same process is repeated over here. In order to run the program, create the program, first it is called as in the traditional way, we are calling the program as a program itself, but in the blockchain scenario, we are calling the program as a smart contract. So instead of a program, we are using the word smart contract, referring the programs. For creating a new file, okay, if you are doing in the Remix ID, there is different folder structure you can see on the left side, that is contract, script, test, artifacts, and some other things. For that, we need to create a new file, and we are going to create a new file like this. Okay, click over here and you can create files over here. So I am going to create a new file, sample or test. Okay, test dot sol, and remember the extension will be dot sol, dot solidity dot sol, test dot sol. Press enter. Then okay, it is because test is already I have taken, so my file is automatically renamed as test1. Here we need to write the program. So first line of the program, okay, if it is a C++ program, first line is a hash include or something. If every smart contract, the first line should be the Solidity version. You need to specify which Solidity version you are using. So here we are writing pragma statement. Pragma Solidity. You hear pragma Solidity, and you need to write the version, which version you need to use. Okay, here we can use something like a C greater than 0.4.2 and less than or equal to 0.8.2. So this is how we are writing the programs. So we have written this one. Then this is the first line. Then what you need to do is we need to name the contract, which is smart contract we are going to use. So I am going to use contract. Okay, so better in the next line. Contract. Better give the file name and contract name as say, okay, test1. I am giving the contract name as test1, then open bracket and closing bracket. This is the basic structure of a smart contract. This is how we are writing the smart contract. Okay, the Solidity version you need to specify, and the contract name also you need to specify. Here you can write different your business logic over here. Okay, so this is the structure of a smart contract. Here we can write our logic. Okay, here we can write our logic. Okay, the logic in the sense, what we can do is you can declare different variables like a normal programming. We can have different variables so that you can also create different variables. So these are the main variables we are using in the Solidity language. First one is string, public, string, and you need to mention the visibility mode as well, along with the functions and the variables. So string public, you can name the variable. So my variable name is suppose A is suppose my variable name, and you can initialize as well. Or otherwise you can just declare something like this. This is the way how to declare a variable. So I am going to declare and hello world. Okay, this is my first variable. And another type of this is if you want to store the string, you can store something like this. So this is how we are declaring a variable. Now, after okay, we have done everything over there. As a normal programming language, you can display on the screen and all those things. Here, there is no concept of displaying something because we are not doing a normal program. We are writing this program and deploying on the blockchain network. That is what we are going to do. So string public hello world, we have declared it. Then after that, what we need to do is we need to compile the smart contract. In order to compile, you go to the left side, left pane. Here the first one is File Explorer. Then you can see the search button. The one, two, three. Third one you can see this is the compiler, Solidity compiler. Click over there. You can see it is compiled. I have mentioned it as auto compile, so it has been compiled. Then you can see a green tick mark over there. That means it is compiled successfully. With the compiler version 0 Solidity 0.8.2, it is automatically selected. Uh, so has been compiled. If there is an error or something, you can see the error over here. Okay, suppose there is an error in the smart contract like this, you can see the error. It is looks like this. Okay, and here also you can see in red color as well. So this is how the compilation is going on. So after successful compilation in a normal C program or Java program, an objective file will getting created. If it is successful compilation, objective file will be created. Similarly, in the smart contract, there is an ABI file will be created. If you want to see what is the ABI file, you can click and see what is that ABI content. So this is called this is we have run the program. Okay, or return the program, compiled it, and the final step is to migrate the smart contract. Final step is migrate this smart contract we have written in our local machine. We need to migrate in the local blockchain. We need to migrate this into the blockchain network. So for that case, what you need to do is, in order to migrate, first go to the again to the left pane. So first this is File Explorer, search is there, and the Solidity compiler is there, and finally this one is there. Migrate. Click here. Here we have option to migrate our smart contract to the blockchain. Okay, first of all, we are going to where we need to migrate it, which blockchain network we then. So many blockchain networks are there. So many blockchain networks are there. Out of which, if you click here, you can see so many blockchain networks. Okay, either Ganache or Hard Hat, injected provider, or something else. So these are the different blockchain networks available over here. Okay, I am using the first, the automated, the same as I am not changing anything over there. For the namesake, no, I am not changing. Okay, let it be here. And second thing, in order to participate in the blockchain network, we should have an Ethereum address. Currently, we are doing everything in the Ethereum blockchain network. So in order to do anything in the blockchain network, we should have an address because we need to identify who done this transaction. So we all are getting identified by this type of address. Okay, this is called the Ethereum address. Actually, this is my Ethereum address starting with a 5B3 or something. This is my Ethereum address. And this Ethereum account having this much of balance, 100 Ethereum is there. So this solidity is given you some, this Remix ID is given 10 accounts to you, 10 accounts for doing the development purposes. Okay, this is my address. Anyway, in order to migrate the smart contract, you need to have an Ethereum address. This is my Ethereum. And the gas limit is there and value is also there. We will discuss what is this one in the later on the coming sessions. And this one is all important. Which smart contract you need to compile? Which smart contract you need to compile? Here we need to compile the smart contract test one. Our smart contract, we have only test one smart contract in this file. So we need to compile that smart contract. If you are having more than one smart contract over there, then you have to go for compiling. You need to select which smart contract need to be compiled. Here maybe other smart contracts also will get displayed. Suppose something like this. Suppose you can write this so many smart contracts in the same file. Contract, another SaaS AA. This is the another smart contract. Okay. Then here it may shows the both the smart contracts. Okay. Here you can see both the smart contracts. And you can click which smart contract need to migrate in the blockchain. Okay. So the smart contract is nothing but a program written in the Ethereum blockchain. We need to migrate that smart contract on the blockchain. So first of all, compile it. Okay, we have compiled it. Then we are going to migrate it. Okay, select the smart contract which you need to compile. Okay. Then final step is click on this deploy. Before deploying, just to see, I am going to deploy, right? Who am I? My address is this one, 5B3. This is how we are identified in the Ethereum blockchain. In the Ethereum blockchain network, we all are getting identified by with the help of this type of addresses. This address means you all are assigned with this type of address. Those who are having address can only participate in the blockchain network. So my address is this one. From this address, nobody can be able to find out who the real one is. Because in order to create this type of address, we don't need to submit our Aadhaar card or ration card or some other election ID card or we don't or KYC. We don't need to submit anything to anybody because blockchain means it is completely decentralized. Nobody is controlling or no authority is there. So we are not submitting anything to anybody. Nobody is controlling us. So we all are identified by this type of address. From this, not to create an address, it is very simple. Just click a button. That's it. No need to submit our identity proof or anything. So from this type of address, it is not possible to identify who the real one is. There are millions of addresses are there like this, and it is used by so many persons in all over the world. For if we are getting some type of this type of address means it is not possible to identify who the real one is or his location as well. Nothing is possible. That is why we are saying the blockchain transactions are completely anonymous. Okay, now this is my address. I am having 100 here. Now I am going to deploy it. In order to deploy, click on this one. It is deployed. Actually, it is deployed in the blockchain network that is provided by the browser itself. It is a test blockchain. It is only for the development purpose. So it has been deployed. It is deployed in the blockchain network that is provided by the browser. Okay, that is done. Okay, here the blockchain address is deployed. So if you expanded this one, you can see in the smart contract there is only one variable called A. Our smart contract is deployed in the blockchain. Now the smart contract is available in the blockchain. If you see this one, you are able to see this one, the variable name. Only one variable, because only one variable is there, that is A, and this is the thing. If you click this one, you will get the value of that one. Hello world. This is how we are writing the smart contract and deploying on the blockchain. And remember, the blockchain transactions are definitely not free. In order to write anything on the blockchain network, we need to pay some gas fees. See here, previously my account balance was 100 Ether. Now it has been changed to 99.999. That means very small amount has been debited from my account. It is because we have done a right transaction in the blockchain. So we have done a very small smart contract and compiled it, and we have deployed the same on the blockchain. Okay. So I request you to do in your machine. I think you all are having laptop or computer. You just go to Remix IDE and write the program. Okay, now what we are going to do is now we have deployed the smart contract on the blockchain. Now what we need to do is you can write. Okay, this is the basic smart contract. Okay, we have done this one. Here it is. One variable is there. Okay, so this is one variable is called A, string public A. So whenever you are declaring a variable, you need to maintain the visibility mode. Here the visibility mode we are writing it as public. String is the data, the keyword, and the public is the visibility mode. Suppose if you are removing this visibility mode, what happens? Okay, so now you compile it. By default, it may be private. Okay, let me run this, deploy this one. Then again, it is deployed. Yeah, it is going to be private. It is going to be, so there are different types of visibility modes are there. String, either you can maintain a public or private. Okay, private A equal to hello world. That means this A is inside the smart contract. The variable A is declared as a private variable. That means the variable A cannot be accessed outside the smart contract. Nobody from outside the smart contract, nobody will able to use this variable A. Okay, so whenever you are deploying this smart contract, okay, I'm going to deploy it. It is deployed. You can see it is deployed. You can't see that variable A now. It is because this variable is it cannot be used outside the smart contract. Cannot be used outside the smart contract. This is the second type of visibility mode. Then another type of visibility mode is there. Public. Public means anybody can able to see. Another thing is that internal. Internal means only the internal members are able to see this smart contract. Only the internal members. Internal members in the sense not from outside this smart contract, not able to access this variable. It is something similar to private, but only difference is this one. It can be inherited to some other smart contract. If this is the first smart contract and I am going to write a second smart contract test2, and the test2 is inherited from test1, then that way this variable is also getting inherited. And in the second smart contract also we can use it. If you are using private, it cannot be inherited. So this is the internal variable. You can declare it as internal as well. If you are writing internal, then also It cannot be accessed outside the smart contract. Now it is deployed. Okay, you cannot see that variable over here. Now another one is external variables. String external. Yeah. It itself gives an error. It is because this variable it can be used only from outside. Nobody inside the smart contract can be used this one. That means inside the smart contract, this variable cannot be used. This variable cannot be used. But we have used this one. That is why here it shows an error. Okay. So this is the variable. This is the variable. So external variable. Yeah. Okay. So external variable is a variable which is which can be used only from the outside, not from the internal. That is called the external variables. These are the different okay. These are the different types of visibility modes available in Solidity. But usually we are using it as public. So this is how we are declaring different types of visibility modes in Solidity. Okay, I think it is clear. So public is there, private is there. Private means the smart contract is private to that particular smart contract. Nobody else able to see that private variable. And external means that variable can be only be used outside, not even inside. Inside the smart contract, you cannot use it. That type of thing are called the external, only from the outside. That is called the external. And another one is internal. Internal means the smart only not from the outside, only internal smart contracts can be used it. The smart contract and the inherited smart contract can use that variable. Nobody else can use that variable. That is called the internal. So these are the main visibility modes: public, private, internal, and external. Okay, now I am going to public A is equal to hello world. Give a semicolon. And another data type is called the uint. Uint means it says unsigned integer. If you want to store integers, numbers, then you can use this one, uint. Uint having different options are there. Uint 8 is there. Uint 16 is there. Uint 32 is there. Uint 64 is there. Uint 128 is there. Uint 256 is there. Depends upon what is the size of that variable. If you want to store a small numbers, then you can go and use uint 8. Or if you want to store big numbers, very huge numbers, if you want to store huge numbers, then you need to use uint 256. If you want to store someone's salary or something, then you can use uint 64 or something. Okay, something. So these are the different variants of unsigned integer. So again you need to mention the data type. You need to mention the data type. So I am going to use it as public and age equal to 34. This is how we are storing the values. So, okay, now I am going to compile it. It is compiled and it is going to migrate. I have migrated. It is since it is public, you are able to see the values. Age equal to 34. What happens if I am storing a big number in the uint age? Okay, this is itself is an error because you cannot store this big number on the big number on the unit age. Okay, on the unit age, you cannot store big numbers. Or unit means 2 raised to 8. That is, I think, 256. More than 256, you cannot store it. Okay, I think it is about 256, 125. Up to 255, you can store. Yes, up to 255. 0 to 255, you can store it. 256 means 256 or greater means it gives you an error because 2 raised to 8 is 256. So 0 to 255 numbers you can store over there. So that is called the uint age. That is called the uint age. Similarly, uint 16 is there, uint 256, uint 128, and so many things are there. That is uint. Then another type of variable is called we have already seen string uint. Then arrays are there. Arrays are there. Before that, some more things are there. Address and boolean. Boolean. Okay, it is bool public x equal to, in the boolean variable you can use either true or false values. Either true or false values. That is boolean data type. And finally, one more data type, that is address. It is a special data type in Solidity language. No other language having this way data type. Address. Address is a used to store. Or address is used to store. We already discussed that everyone in the blockchain is identified with an address. Something like this. The address looks like this. This is my address and the balance is this one. This is also another address and balance is 100. Every so many addresses you can see. So if you want to store an address in the smart contract, you need to use the data type called address. Okay, I have pasted over there. I have pasted, so I can see this is the thing. Okay, so all the variables are declared. The string is there, uint date is there, boolean is there, address is there. Everything is declared over here. You can go and search for the latest version. Currently, it is using the latest one is here. The latest one is this one, 0. Don't use this one. It may not be stable version. You can use 8.17. So if you want to use the 8.17, you can use any smart contract. You can 0.8.17. You need to define something like this. 0.8.17. So the meaning is that you are writing the smart contract in this Solidity version. And you can compile with this Solidity version. After compiling, everything is fine. You can migrate it. Once it is migrated, the smart contract will be there in the blockchain. After that, nobody will concern about which Solidity version program you have written over there. Only thing is this: it is the only the for the development purpose. If you are comfortable, because in each and day by day the Solidity compiler is getting advanced. So many features was there. In the previous versions, that is in the 0.4 or something, there was no concept of arrays. You cannot go for these arrays. And later versions, they have come with the arrays also, implemented some other features. So each and every version, compiled version, they are adding more features. So it is up to you. It is the developer. He can use the corresponding versions. It is for the development of the smart contract. Once it is done, compiled and migrated it, nobody will bother about which version they have used it, because everything logic is correct, everything is working perfect. Then it is migrated to the smart contract. It is migrated to the blockchain. After that, anybody can use that smart contract without bothering about which solidity version they have done. So the solidity version is given only for writing the program. Okay. For safer side, we can use, for the easiest method is by using this type of syntax, because the remix ID will automatically select the corresponding solidity version. Okay, if you are not don't know which version you need to use, you can use something like 0.8.1. The solidity will automatically select a perfect version for it. Now what we need to do is, okay, till now we have migrated everything in our browser. Everything in our browser, you can see everything, every transactions in the browser. Okay, here we have done in this browser only. But in the real scenario, we can deploy in our real Ethereum blockchain. Real Ethereum blockchain. Real Ethereum blockchain means there are different types of blockchains are there. Different types of main Ethereum blockchain network is there. Some test blockchain networks is there. How to deploy in the main Ethereum blockchain? That is what we are going to see. In order to do this one, we need to have a wallet. Okay, I think Patil has already installed MetaMask wallet. I request Vidya, please download this MetaMask wallet in your browser. This is very much required. MetaMask wallet. For that thing, you can just go to metamask.io.
Yeah.
Go to this go to this metamask.io. Metamask.io. Once it is there, you can download. Click on download and just install it. It will not take too much time. Very less amount. It is an extension actually. It is the extension. It is available in Chrome browser and Mozilla Firefox and Safari. These are the browser. It is MetaMask is supporting. So you can download and install the corresponding. I am using Mozilla Firefox. If you are having Mozilla Firefox, that is better. Chrome is also fine. Google Chrome is also fine. Okay, added to Chrome, and after that, you will get a pop-up like this. This is my MetaMask. This is my MetaMask wallet, and I am having one account. Okay, I am having two accounts. Okay, this is the I am having, and you may be connected to Ethereum blockchain network. This is the MetaMask wallet. Actually, the wallet is actually, it is something like our pocket wallet. Okay, purse or pocket wallet that is used to store money, right? Indian rupees or some other currencies. You can store Indian rupees, 2000 Indian rupees or $1 anything you can place in our local, the pocket wallet. The MetaMask wallet is also something similar. We can hold different type of currencies, or not. MetaMask wallet is supporting only Ethereum's. We can store only Ethereum's. Ethereum is a cryptocurrency. But there are different other wallets are there. Trust wallet is another one, Binance wallet is another one, Anjarax wallet is another one. So many wallets are there. So the wallets are mainly used to store the cryptocurrencies. Store the cryptocurrencies. Different currency. So MetaMask wallet is one of them. It is a highly secure and very nice MetaMask wallet. So here you can store different types of you can store different Ethereums in this wallet. So here I am having my account number is this one, and it is now connected to Ethereum main network, Ethereum blockchain, main blockchain network. And the balance of this account is zero. I don't have any balance. This account, it is my account. In order to participate in a blockchain network, you should have an Ethereum account. This is my Ethereum account, and I don't have any balance. I don't have any Ethereum. Okay, in order to get some Ethereum in the main Ethereum blockchain network, you need to pay some money, because see what is the current price of Ethereum. It is in the GBP. You can convert to INR, Indian rupee. See how much it is. 1,34,000 rupees. 1,34,000 rupees is the current price. Okay, just current price is this much. So you need to pay this much amount to get one Ethereum. One Ethereum, if you want to get one Ethereum, you need to pay this much of amount. So it is not affordable for us. So what you can do is, we can change the network. You can change the network. Currently, I am connected to main Ethereum network. I am changing this network to Georly test network. Georly test network. So in that network, it is also a blockchain network. It is a Ethereum blockchain network, test network. It is actually a test network. You can do all the testing and all those things in this test network. Once everything is fine, then you can change this to main Ethereum network and do the transaction. This is the process. So we are doing in a Geolet test network. Here, this account, my account having this much of balance. I am having this much of Ether. Okay, I think you are having some balance in your Ethereum account. Okay, now what we can do is, we are written one program. Okay, simple program like this. Okay, contract test, and three or four variables we have declared. Now our intention is, we have written the program. I have compiled it by using this one. If you are not enabled to this auto compile, just enable it. Then it will automatically compile when you are updating something in the source code. Otherwise, you can click on this compile button and it is compiling. If any error, it will show over there. Now there is no error. It is completely perfect. Now I am going to migrate this smart contract. Okay, previously I have migrated in the local browser. I have migrated the smart contract from the local browser. This browser is also giving a sample blockchain network. But now I am going to migrate this smart contract on the blockchain network. Not in a browser, it is in the real blockchain network. How it happens is, here now it is remix VM lantern is there. I am changing. I am not going to migrate on this local environment. I am going to migrate in a Georly test network. Okay, for that purpose, the MetaMask wallet is already connected to Georly. Okay, Georly test network is connected. Georly test network, the blockchain network. MetaMask is connected to Georly test network. I am migrating this smart contract via this MetaMask. I am migrating this smart contract via MetaMask. MetaMask is connected to Georly test network, so this smart contract is going to migrate in the Georly test network. What you need to do if you want to migrate in the real Ethereum blockchain network? Only thing is, you just change this network to Ethereum blockchain network, and you just deploy this thing, and you need to migrate this smart contract via this MetaMask wallet. Now MetaMask wallet is connected to Ethereum blockchain. So this smart contract is going to migrate in the Ethereum blockchain network. This is how in the real scenario we are migrating the smart contract. But in order to migrate in the real Ethereum network, I need to have some balance because we already seen. Okay, in order to write something on the blockchain network, we need to pay some gas fees, very small amount. But I don't have any balance in the main Ethereum blockchain network. In order to write anything, we need to have some balance. I don't have something, so I am changing this to geo early. I am having some balance, so I can deploy it. Now the same smart contract I am going to deploy in the through via MetaMask. Okay, I'm going to deploy with MetaMask. So for that was injected provider. Just click on this injected provider. Now you can see injected provider MetaMask I was selected. That means I am migrating this smart contract on the Geolit test network. That means via MetaMask. So MetaMask is already connected to that one. It is taking this account in MetaMask. My account is this one 8cc. You can see, and I am having 0.099 balance. My account is 8cc or something, and my balance is this one that you are able to see over here. This is the account, or this is my account. I am going to deploy with this account. I need to have some balance. You need to take an account with having some balance. And you just click on deploy. You just click on deploy. Then this MetaMask will pop up. Again, this MetaMask will pop up something like this. That means you need to pay this much of Ethereum, 0.00086668. This much of Ethereum you need to pay because we are writing something on the blockchain. Not reading, we are writing something on the blockchain. It needs some gas fees, so we need to spend this much of Ethereum. So click on confirm. Now it is confirmed. Okay, now it is confirmed. We need to wait. It is not at all deployed. Yeah, now it is deployed. It will take some time to deploy in the test network or the main Ethereum network, because the blockchain Ethereum blockchain network, the block creation time is around 12 seconds. So you need to wait around 10 or 12 seconds. Now the smart contract has been deployed. Smart contract has been deployed. Okay, in the smart contract, this is the smart contract, this is the address, and this smart contract is now available in that test network, Geolit blockchain network, Geolit test blockchain network. And these are the variables: age, owner. This is the owner. X equal to true. Everything you are able to see. This is how we are writing the smart contract. Okay, this is the smart contract address. If you want to see the whether the smart contract is available in this Geoly, just to go to Geoly Explorer, Geoly.etherscan.io. Go to this one and search for the smart contract. Search for the smart contract, and you are able to see whether the smart contract is available or not. See, this smart contract is now available in this test network. Okay, it has been created 1 minute ago. Who created this account deployed this smart contract? This address means that is my address, right? This is this address, 8cc, that account created the smart contract. Contract has been created. So everything is recorded. It is the smart contract. Okay, suppose current block size is this one. This is the current blockchain network. and they all are connected. This is current situation. This is the current blockchain, and the blockchain, this number is around okay, it is 1, 2, and 3. Assume it is 3, but in the real scenario you can see it is 1 lakh or 18 lakh or something. Okay, suppose this is the current scenario. Okay, this is first block number 1, this is block number 2, and every block having some transactions are there. In this block there may be 100 transaction, in this block there may be 50 transaction, this block may contain 75 transaction. This is the scenario. Okay, current time is 11:03. Now time is 11:03. This may be the situation. In 11:03, we all are doing some transaction. Okay, myself done some transaction. Say this one is my transaction, and this is Patil's transaction. This is Ail's transaction, and so many other peoples are also doing some transactions in around 10 minutes or 10 seconds. Now what will happen is, okay, this may be this transaction is something like I may be created a smart contract, that may be my transaction. The particular transaction, maybe he may be transferred some Ethereum to some other person, that may be his transaction, and so many people are doing some transaction. Around 60 transactions are there. Suppose 60 transactions are there, and what will happen is, after 10 seconds, now 10 seconds is over, it will create a block. Now 10 seconds is over, it will create a block with all these transactions. It will create a new block, and this block will be added to the blockchain. Added to the blockchain. Now blockchain size is, okay, now blockchain size is 1, 2, 3 block is there, and this is the block number 4. This is block number 4. So our transaction in the last 10 seconds, we all done the transaction. All the transactions are recorded over here. This is my transaction is recorded. This is Patil's transaction is recorded. This is Agel's transaction, and all the transactions are recorded. And now the time is 10:04, or after 10 seconds, block is created, everything is fine. And again, in the coming during the last 10 seconds, after the last 10 seconds, the same process will be repeated. All the transactions on the 10 second will be grouped, and that will be added to the existing blockchain. So blockchain size, blockchain with the block number is increased, so to blockchain size is 5. So this process is repeating. Okay, this my transaction, it is recorded on this block. Okay, 690. You can see 58 transactions are there, and my transaction is also recorded on in this block number 690. After that, so many now also it may be created other 690 was now 690 was that block. Now the block number is 737. This is the latest block. It has been created 16 seconds ago. If you refresh this one, you can see now it may be okay. Okay, it is not updated. Next block may be created. So the block creation is a continuous process. Every 10 seconds, it is going to create a block, and this block contains all the transactions. When you are doing a transaction, that will be recorded inside a block, and this thing. Okay, this thing is recorded. My smart contract is recorded in this block number 690. In this block, my transaction has been recorded. How to deploy the smart contract on the blockchain? We have deployed on the Jolly test network, and that is done. Now we are going to see how we can write the functions, different functions on the smart contract. Okay, this is, I'm going to write string public A, or I'm writing a program. string public str equal to, okay, prints. This is my smart code, my variable. And before that I request, okay, please, all of you, please try to deploy this smart contract on the Geolay test network. Okay, myself deployed. I'm going to deploy it. And if possible, you share your smart contract address. Okay, it is, I am waiting. It is not at all ordered in the block. Yeah, now it is recorded. My smart contract is recorded inside the blockchain. And this is my smart contract address. Okay, this is my smart contract address. You also just try to complete this one. This is a smart contract and deploy on the blockchain. The same thing. Change with your name. Okay, change with your name. This is a smart contract. Is change the SDR with your name and deploy on the Geolay test network and send the smart contract address. Deploy this smart contract on the Geolay test network and send me the your smart contract address. Only thing you need to update change is this str with your name. You can just copy paste on the remix ID, change the name, deploy on the Geolay test network. Just copy and paste in the remix. Okay, then you share your smart contract address. Okay, so this is Patil's smart contract. Patil has deployed on the blockchain network. I am copying this one. This is Patil's smart contract. I am loading it. This is Patil's smart contract. It is already available. Patil has deployed it. And this is Patil's smart contract. I have loaded it. There is a variable called str is there. Yeah, here I can see it is Kiran. So Patil has deployed the smart contract successfully. Okay, good. We all are deployed the smart contract. Okay, this is Ariel's smart contract. I am copying it. Okay, this is, yeah, Kiran smart contract. Okay, and stopping it, which is Ariel's, and load that load the. I am loading Ariel's smart contract, and I can see one variable str is there, but I couldn't see. Here, mm, this was the address given. No, no, it is not your address, I think. Okay. You may not done this many transactions. Search by address. This is the address. I am loading Ariel smart contracts. Okay, A13 I have loaded, and str means it is A. You may be written something like this. Okay, so we all done the deployed the smart contract on the blockchain. And you do one more thing, in which block your smart contract is recorded, just to find out in which block your smart contract has been deployed. Just to tell me in which block your smart contract has been deployed. It is very easy to find out. Just to copy this one, go to Etherscan. Etherscan means purely Etherscan. Paste this address This is whose address is this one? This is Air's smart contract. It is deployed on this one, the block number, this one. Okay, this is a block. Okay, my address may be something different. Okay, now we are going to see one more thing. This is the smart contract. Okay, string public str. Here, this is str equal to this one. And how to write the functions. Now we are going to, suppose if you want to do some transaction, once it is deployed in the smart contract, once the smart contract has been deployed, you have a variable called str is there and the value is there. Now I am going to write a function to modify this variable. Okay, something like this function, not write a function, this one. Okay, you can give any name, update str, update str. Here I am going to update with this one, string memory underscore new str, and it is made it as public, and I am changing str is equal to underscore yes. Okay, it is nothing but it is, I have written a function. This is a this is a variable. This is a one variable is there. This is called a state variable. Okay, str is called a state variable. Any variable that is stored in the blockchain, we can call it as a state variable. So I am writing a function. Function name is update str. This function is used to change this str value to this one. Anybody can call this update str function because I have declared it as public. Since it is public, anybody can call it. It is public function. So anybody can able to call this function. Outside the smart contract, anybody can. Inside the smart contract also we can call. Outside the smart contract, anybody can call. That is a public function. So anybody can call. So if anybody want to call this function, he need to pass a new value. In order to call this function, the function should be called with a value. This is called, this is a temporary value. This value never going to store on the blockchain. So it is a temporary value. It is not a state variable. That is why we have mentioned here it as memory. It is a local variable. This value underscore s, this value is never going to store in a blockchain. That is a local variable. That is why it is memory. And I am updating, the smart contract is going to update the str is equal to new value with this value. This is I am writing with this function. This is a function. I am going to change the value. Okay, so this is a smart contract. I am deleting entire thing. I am deleting entire thing and deploy it. Okay, I have given it as an auto compile, so it is compilation is successful. Everything is fine, and I am going to deploy it. I'm going to deploy my smart contract. Metamask is popping up. Confirm it, and it will take some. Okay, transaction is recorded. If you want to speed up the transaction, you need to pay a little more gas fee. By you can click the speed up, and if you have enough either, you can speed up by paying so much of gas fee. Okay, I'm changing speed up the process. Now it is deployed. You can see it is deployed. And this is my smart contract address. This is my smart contract address. Here you can see update str is there. Now, if what is the current value of str? Str equal to prints. If you click over here, you can see str equal to prints. If you want to change it, okay, now I am going to change it to Okay, my full name. Okay. And I am calling this update str function. This function I am calling update str with this value, this new value. Click over there. Remember, it is a write operation. That is why MetaMask is popped up, and it will ask you for money. Money means some gas fee, because we are doing some write operation on the blockchain. So confirm it. So it is confirmed. So write operation, you can check whether it is confirmed on the MetaMask itself. Not confirmed. It is waiting the queue. I am speeding up the process. Cannot completed. Yeah, now the transaction is completed. Now the previously STR was Prince. Now you can see it is changed to this one. This transaction has been done. So this is how we can write the functions. This is how you can write the functions. A state variable is there, and we have done a function as well. We have done a function as well. So what you need to do is you just I will send this code through WhatsApp. This is how we are writing the function. Initially, you just change this initial value with your name, and don't change the function name. You just write this program. You can copy paste in the okay. Actually, you can use this any function name. Function name is anything that you can use, but for the namesake, you just copy paste the code on the remix ID. Okay, just copy paste the code on the remix ID. Okay, have you copy paste the code and just compile it? Copy paste the code and compile it. And the next what you need to do is don't deploy it. Okay, if you have deployed, you can delete or remove it. Don't deploy it. What you can do is you just use my smart contract. I myself also already deployed, right? You can see myself already deployed. This is my smart contract. You can load my smart contract in your browser. This is my smart contract. Okay, you can load. First of all, you copy paste the code. First of all, you copy paste the code and compile it. Don't forget to compile it. It may be your browser may be auto compile, then it's fine. Then what you need to do is you load my smart contract. This is my my smart contract address is on the WhatsApp group. This is my smart contract address. That's my smart contract address. You load my smart contract. You paste that address over here and add address. Then you can see my smart contract is listed. And please check what is the current name. Current name is Prince Kurian. Okay, that is my current name. What you need to do is you just change that name to your name. You can call this update str. Updated here. My myself already deployed the smart contract on the blockchain. Myself already deployed the smart contract on the blockchain. So current variable name is Prince Kurian. You can change. Once you have changed, let me know. We all are, remember, we all are you accessing the same smart contract. I have shared the smart contract address in the WhatsApp group. Sorry. You just, my smart contract name is different. My smart contract name is test1. You just copy paste the code as it is. Okay. Okay, you can copy control everything from the WhatsApp group. No need to change anything. Okay. Now you can compile it. It is auto compile, right? Enable auto compile. Click on auto compile. Then it will be, yeah, it will automatically compile. Yes, there is an error. What is the error? Yeah, one bracket is missing. You can close the bracket. Okay, now it's fine. Then what you need to do is load my smart contract on the deploy on the left side after compilation. On the go to the left page, left side, leftmost. Yeah, click over there. Yes, load the address and load my smart contract. Yes, and go down. Okay, come down and see. Before that, check what is the STR. It may be print screen, right? Click on STR. Yeah, it is print screen. Yes. Now you can change it to your name. You can call update function by passing your. Okay, it is a string, so double quotes. Make it as a double quotes. Since it is a string, yeah. Then call that function. Update function is a function that is going to modify the state values. So it will get some gas fee. So MetaMask is pop up. You need to pay the gas fees in order to do the right operation. Okay, so before that, I click on STR function, STR, just to see whether STR. Fallback functions are not defined. Okay, what you can do is you just remove this deployed contract. Deployed contract you can remove. Okay, on no left side. Already some deployed contracts are there. Okay, click over there. Yes, some deployed contract is already there. You can remove it. There is a remove button is there. Not there. Go up and remove everything. Yes. Yeah, deployed contracts and right side of that one. Can you? Yeah, that one. Yes, that is the remove one. Yeah, you have removed it. And go up little bit. Scroll up. Okay, MetaMask is connected. Your account is everything is fine. Let me see. Contract test one, STR, update STR underscore S. Okay. Then you paste the address and load my smart contract. 5C, right? Let me check that address is correct or not. Okay, right. Okay, now STR, what is, wait, is not displayed. It is supposed to display the things. You are connected to Geolith test network, right? Go up, Geolith. No, you are not connected. You are not connected. You are not connected to Geolith test network. Injected, but here I can't see MetaMask in this browser. No, there is no MetaMask is there. MetaMask is still not connected. Oh, it is connected. Okay, just 1 minute. Can you give me the control? I am requesting the control. Please give me the control. I can pin the MetaMask over there. Can you see this button? Can you click this here? Not this one. And open MetaMask. Click on MetaMask and click on connect. Yeah, now it is connected. Yes. Now it is connected. Yes, fine. Now it is connected and load again. Now it is loaded. Okay, test one. Go down. See what is STR name is. Yeah, it is Ariel Vidya. Okay, so Ariel has updated. So it is updated. Now you can change it. Change with your name. Yeah, update str, not like that. Call update str function. Here there is update on the left side of this icon. There is an update str in orange color. Yes, click on that one. So it will pop up MetaMask. You need to pay the money from gas fees. Confirm it. So you are modifying the variable name. It is not done. We can wait. You click on str and check whether it is changed. Yeah, now it is changed. Okay, click on str. Yeah, it is icon, right? Okay. Okay, what we can do is, so how many person we all have done some transaction with the same smart contract, right? Okay, first myself done some transaction. I have changed my name to Prince Kurian. Then Ariel changed the smart the state variable as something Ariel, and after that, Saikiran Patil also has changed. Okay, now what was my smart contract? I am going to check. Okay, this was my smart contract address. This was my smart contract address. I am going to search in the either scan. Okay, what are whether this is the smart contract address. See, 1 minute ago, 16, sorry, 16 minutes ago, this person, okay, this person created the smart contract, and 15 minutes ago, this person, who is this person? This is myself. Okay, myself done one transaction 15 minutes ago. That is print changed it to print screen. One transaction was made, and 5 minutes ago, this person changed done some transaction on the smart contract, and 1 minute ago, this person is I think it is Saikiran. This person done another transaction on this smart contract. So we will get complete information about the smart contract, who all are done the transaction. That means everything is transparent in the case of blockchain. Everything is transparent. Who done the transaction, who created the transaction, this person. But we are getting the address, only the address. This address done the transaction. This address also 5 minutes ago done the transaction. 1 minute ago this person done the transaction. We are getting all the transactions are transparent. So blockchain is completely transparent and it is anonymous. We are getting only this information. 5 minutes ago this person done the transaction. Who is this person is still anonymous. We knows only this address. Whether it is Kiran or some other person, we don't know who is the real person. So we are getting this. So it is completely anonymous and completely transparent. Okay. And I think it is Kiran's address, Kiran or Patil's account, this one. If I click here, I can see what all are the transactions he done. Okay, that may be his address. If it is his address, he done this much of things using this address. We can, okay. In the meantime, what you need to do is go to we are using Journal Test Network. So getting the things is very difficult. So you need to install Ganache blockchain. Ganache. Okay, here there is a download is there. You just download and install this. Actually, we have done writing the smart contract and deployed on Geolay test network, right? So it will take some time. We need to wait around 10 seconds or something because there is some confirmation or some other block adding. So it is time consuming, and we need to collect some either as well. So very less either we are. It is very difficult to collect either as well. So it is a very difficult to do the development on this Georly test network. It is some difficulties there. Uh, in order to deploy, we need to around the 10 second or 20 second, we need to wait. And collecting either also will take some time. So for the development purpose, it is as a developer, we can't wait up to this much of time. So what you can do is you can set up a blockchain in your local machine. So another problem for this one is we need to connect it to the internet as well. If internet is down, you cannot do anything with the Geolay test network. Because with the Geolay test network, you need to connect to Geolay test network through the internet. So internet connectivity is also required. For now, to avoid all those things, we can set up a blockchain in our local machine, and we can do all those stuff in the local machine itself. And if everything is fine, then you can migrate to the test network and then test network to the real Ethereum blockchain network. That is the normal procedure. So we are going to set up a local blockchain in our machine. So you just download this one, open this one, and you can see your operating system over there. You just download over there and install it. Once it is installed, you can see something like this. Ganache is installed, and when you open this one, you can see it is opening. It is opening. Here you can see quick start or new workspace. You can go to quick start. This is a local, this is after you installing, you will get something like this. This is a local blockchain. It is available in our local machine only. It is not a connected to internet or not all those things. It is a local blockchain. It is used only for the development purpose, only for the smart contract development. So this is the one of the blockchain. You can see currently there is no blocks are there, only zeroth block of the first block. Only the zeroth block is there. That is called a Genesis block. After you are doing some transactions over there, you can see some more new block will be created over there. And there is no transaction till there. There is no transaction in this block. And they are giving some accounts with 100 ether. These are the things we already got it. Okay, so once you installed and install it and open it. Okay, after you set up everything, we can deploy our smart contract on this blockchain. This is also a blockchain. It is a local blockchain. Only difference is it is a local blockchain that is available only in your machine. For the development purpose, we can use all those stuffs. Okay, now, okay, this is an address. Okay, BC, this is an address. If you want to see the private key of this address, you just click over here and you can see the private key. And each and every one having, every address having the private keys. After you set everything, what you need to do is your MetaMask. This is your MetaMask. Your MetaMask may be currently connected to, okay, currently connected to, you can connect to Ethereum blockchain. I don't know whether Polygon will be with you or not. Okay, Ethereum mainnet, Georly, this test network, and the local blockchain. I am closing this one. I am deleting. If it is there, you just delete this one. Okay, I have deleted. These are the different test network available. These are the different test network. These are the different blockchain. Either you can connect to Ethereum or Georly or this test network. Now we are having one more blockchain with us. This is the new blockchain. This is a local blockchain. What I am going to do is I am going to connect MetaMask with the local blockchain. Currently, I am able to connect only this blockchain network. MetaMask can be able to connect this blockchain network. I'm going to connect MetaMask with the local blockchain. How to connect a MetaMask and the local blockchain? It is by clicking add network is there. Here you can see add network. In the MetaMask, there is an add network. The same process you can use to connect your MetaMask to any blockchain, whether it is Binance blockchain or Polygon blockchain or some other blockchain network. How to add a new network, new blockchain network in the MetaMask. And to do this one, it is very simple. Click add network. Here you can see Okay. Oh, so many things are already there. Polygon main network is there. If you want to add means Binance chain is also there. Okay, these are the different this one. But we are going to add a network by manually. Add a network by manually. Click over there. And the network name, you can give anything, but I am going to give local blockchain, local Ganache, or Ganache blockchain, or local BC. Local BC. I am giving it as a local blockchain. And what is the RPC URL? You need to find the RPC URL. The RPC URL, you can get it from here. This is the blockchain network. Here it is RPC URL is denoted, noted, and copy this one. And chain ID. Chain ID, I think it is 1337. Oh, okay, 1337. 1337, you can enter 1337. And the currency symbol, it is nothing but ETH. Whenever you are entering this RPC URL, it is automatically show over here. If you type something, it is mentioning what is the chain ID of that URL RPC. It is 13. It is written over 1337. 1337, and the currency is ETH. Okay, don't mention currency simple. It is ETH. Yes, then you may use different receipt. Okay, ETH is the currency symbol, I think. Currency symbol is ETH, yes. Okay, now I have connected to local blockchain. Now I have connected to local blockchain. Now I can connect to local blockchain. Ethereum is there, Ethereum network is there, local blockchain is there, Georly is there. So I can switch to any blockchain network with the MetaMask. I can switch to any blockchain network. And my account is this one, 8cc. You may have different account. This account having 0.2 Ethereum. In this Georly test network, I am having this much of Ethereum. But main network, I don't have any Ethereum. Local blockchain also, I don't have any Ethereum. I have Ethereum only in Georly test network. Okay, but I am connecting to local blockchain. Now we are doing some transactions on the local blockchain. Okay, now we are going to do some transactions on the local blockchain. Okay, I don't have any Ethereum, but you can see this account having some Ethereum, right? In the local blockchain, this is the local blockchain. These are the account having 100 Ethereum. How to load this address in the MetaMask? It is by using the private key. Every Ethereum address having their own private key or a secret key. So you need to know the private key of that account in order to open in the MetaMask. So I am adding this account to the MetaMask by simply clicking here and copy this address. Control C. Copy this address. And I am going to import that account. Import account. I am pasting the private key. I am pasting the private key and import. Now you can see account 3 having 100 Ether. This account B46, the same account I have imported. B46. This account I am adding to the MetaMask wallet. MetaMask is a wallet that can hold different accounts. Only thing is you can add account that you know only the private keys. If you know the private key, if you know my private key, now I exposed this private key, right? Now I exposed this private key. If you know this private key, you can add this address. You can add this address. So private key should be kept very safe. Otherwise, those who knows the private key can easily access your account. And if any Ethereum in your account, that may get stolen. So I have added this address on the MetaMask. I have added. Okay, now what I am going to do is, currently now we have not done any transaction. Now I am going to do some transactions over there. This account having some balance, right? But in local, I am connected to the local blockchain. I am not using any other blockchain network. Local blockchain, local BC. This blockchain network I am using. I am having some other account. This account I don't have any balance. I am going to transfer some Ethereum from this address to that address. So send to that address. I am sending 50 Ethereum. That means I am doing one transaction on the local blockchain, this network. Okay, click confirm. Now it is done. 50 Ethereum will be getting debited. It has been debited and it has been credited to this account. Okay, account one having 50 Ether. Okay, make sure that your account one having 50 Ether. What you need to do is, first MetaMask should be connected to this blockchain. Add one account from your, here you can see, so many accounts having so many Ether. Take one account and load into MetaMask and transfer some Ethereum to the account one in the MetaMask. Account one in the MetaMask. That means you have done some transaction, and this is the transaction that you have done. New block, one more block has been created with that transaction. So here you can see this transaction as well. If you can transfer from local blockchain to main Ethereum, means it is very simple, right? Main Ethereum getting main Ethereum, if that it costs something. One Ethereum cost, you will get 1,35,000. If you are able to transfer this much of Ethereum to main Ethereum, you will be very rich. So it is definitely not possible. So these all are the fake users. These all are the fake users for they are giving for the development purpose. Only the Ethereum with the main Ethereum network having the value. Okay, this main Ethereum. If you are having balance in this main Ethereum network, then it costs something around 1,35,000 you will get for one Ethereum. It has some value. Rest of them having all are fake ethers. This is fake ethers. These all are the fake ethers. You are getting these ethers free of cost. But here it costs something. So the MetaMask can be connected to any blockchain network. Yeah, just to copy the address to whom you want to transfer. I am going to transfer to this account. So copy this address and I am having balance in this account. Okay, go to this account. This account I am having balance. From this account, I am sending to that address I have copied. And you can mention how many Ether you need to transfer. And click send. Okay, so clicking over here, transaction I can see, and the new block has been created. That means I have done some transaction. I have done one transaction on this blockchain. On this blockchain, I have done some transaction through the MetaMask. Okay, so in the Geolit blockchain network also I have done so many transactions. In this blockchain network, Geolit network also I have done so many transactions. Local blockchain I have done one transaction that has been recorded. So the blockchain size is 0 and 1. That is the blockchain size. Only two blocks are there in my blockchain. Your Ganesh blockchain network may have more than one. Okay, if you have done so many transactions. So in my blockchain network, I am having only two blocks. Okay, now it has been done. Yesterday we installed this one, Ganesh blockchain. So Ganesh is a local blockchain that is for the development purpose. We can do the same with the Ganesh blockchain. Okay, so I'm opening the Ganesh. So while opening the Ganesh, there is two options are there. Quick Start is there and Workspace is there. If you want to save your work, then you can create a workspace and open the Ganesh. That is good. But for the namesake, I am going to use the Quick Start. Okay, while kickstarting, you will get sometimes you will get each and every time you will get different accounts. Okay, this time I am getting these accounts. Okay, this Ganesh blockchain and no transactions are there, no blocks are there. It is a fresh blockchain. Okay, all the work I have done has lost because I have kickstarted. If you want to store or save your work for the future reference, then you can create a workspace and start the Ganesh blockchain. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm coming to Remix ID. Okay, in the MetaMask and the Ganesh blockchain is already connected. You can see, okay, local blockchain. I am connecting to Ganesh blockchain, and currently I am having this account. I am having 49 Ether, and this account also I am having 50 Ether. Account one, I am having 50 Ether. Okay, now we already created a smart contract. Now I am going to deploy the same on the Ganesh blockchain. Okay, we already created a smart contract that is test one or test two, I think. Test one. Okay, this is the smart contract we already created. Okay, contract. Okay, no, not this one. Okay, so performance test. Okay, this is the this is the contract we already created. What I am going to do is, first of all, I am going to compile it. And because I have made it as auto compile, it is compiled automatically. And I am going to migrate this smart contract on this blockchain. Okay, this is my blockchain on this blockchain. Okay, currently you can see there is no transactions are there, no blocks are there. Accounts is this one. Okay, everything is fine. I am going to migrate this smart contract. I'm going to migrate this smart contract. So for that, I am changing this to, I can migrate to Ganesh blockchain. Okay, there is a new item is there. Okay, I don't know which one is this one. Okay, JSON RPC. Let me check. We can directly. Okay, we can directly deploy or not. Okay, it may be deployed. Yes, I can directly deploy it. So the meta this one. Okay, so this remix ID provides an option to open option called the Ganesh provider, so that you can directly deploy on the Ganesh blockchain. Okay, here you can select different versions, either this one or different network providers. Otherwise, you can migrate with MetaMask as well. Okay, in the MetaMask as well. Through MetaMask also, we can migrate to Ganesh blockchain because MetaMask is now connected to local blockchain. Okay, now local connected to local blockchain. Okay, I am going to migrate with uh, MetaMask. I'm going to migrate with the MetaMask. So MetaMask is currently connected to Ganesh blockchain. Currently connected to Ganesh blockchain. You can see Ganesh blockchain, and I am going to migrate it. So we need to spend some money. So MetaMask is pop up. I am confirming it. Contract payment is failed. Okay, it is because I need to reset the account. Okay, again I try to account one. I am having zero either. Okay, this account I don't have any either. Okay, so what I am going to do is I am opening this one and importing one account that is having balance. Okay, this account I am importing. This account having balance because I don't have any balance in these accounts. So I am importing the account, import. And in order to migrate a smart contract, we need to have some gas fee. So I need to, so this account having some either. Now what I am going to do is I am going to connect with MetaMask. Okay. And in MetaMask, this account is getting connected. This account is getting connected. Now you can migrate it. Now I am going to deploy this smart contract on the blockchain. Okay, MetaMask pop-up is came, confirm it. Now it may be deployed. Previously one block was there, currently a block. Now new block has been created. That means it created the smart contract. Now you can see over here, deployed contract is this one. This smart contract is deployed on the local blockchain. Okay, here two variables are there, str and update str. You can see str and update str. Str is prints. If you update, the string may be changed to sample. And this is migrated to this blockchain, not any other blockchain. It is for the development. I can only access this blockchain. This is my local blockchain installed on my machine. I am migrating the smart contract in my blockchain, not others. Okay, not in a global blockchain. It is in my blockchain. All the contracts are there. Now everything is done on my machine. Okay, please try to complete or migrate your smart contract on Ganache blockchain. Okay, just to try to do any simple project, simple program, simple smart contract, and deploy on the blockchain. Okay, I think we all done up to this. Now, what we are going to do is currently we are doing all the transactions on the Ganache blockchain. uh, or you can do any do the transactions on any blockchain network like uh, main Ethereum network or local blockchain or Geolit test network or Polygon Mumbai network or any blockchain network. You can do these transactions. Okay, only thing is you just change the network from the MetaMask. MetaMask should be connected to the corresponding blockchain network, so that we can migrate the smart contract on the corresponding blockchain. For the main, if you are selecting the main Ethereum network, then you need to pay the real money. But other cases, you will get some fake ETHs. So you can do with the fake ETHs over there. Okay, now everything is done. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to do some more uh, very small thing, that is decentralized application creation. How to create a decentralized application. Okay, for that purpose, I request you to install Node.js. Oh, sorry, Node.js. You need to install Node.js. What is our aim is this one. We will create a smart contract. We will create something like this. Okay, what we are going to do is this one. We will create a smart contract. This is our smart contract. Smart contract in blockchain. Okay, smart contract in blockchain. And what we are going to do is we will have a front-end website as well. Okay, here it is the front-end website. We will create a front-end website, a small website. We are going to create a small website, and we are connecting these two. In the real scenario, you can see so many websites, right? We are connecting these two. We are sending values from website. We are getting the value from the website and storing these values to the blockchain. And similarly, we are reading from values from the blockchain and display on the website. This is our website. Okay, here we are having the website. We are reading values from the website and send these values to the blockchain and reading from the blockchain and display over here. In the traditional systems like IRCTC or some other application, what we are going to see is you can get the value. There is a front-end website is there. We all are accessing IRCTC.in site. So the values are stored in a database. That may be a centralized database. Okay, that may be a centralized database where we are storing all the values, maybe MySQL or Oracle database or some other database. Okay, that is the traditional way. Most of the traditional systems are working based on that. But in our case, what we are going to do is we are not trusting this database. If you are using the database, so many problems are there. If the server crashes, means nobody will be able to access the system, or the hacking is very easy for the system. Security problems may be there. So if you are storing the things in a blockchain, if you're storing the things in a blockchain, it is 100% available and nobody, it is immutable. So many advantages we are getting. That is why everyone is trying to migrate their system to the blockchain. Currently, they are having their own database, but database we can't trust all the time. Sometimes it may be getting hang, or sometimes it may get availability problems are there. So most of the companies are trying to migrate their systems on the blockchain. Okay, now we are going to create. Our aim is this one. We are going to create a small website, very small website, simple HTML and CSS, small website, and send data from the website to the blockchain. We are using blockchain as the storage. Front-end website is there. Backend we are having the blockchain network is there. Backend we are having the blockchain is there, and we are going to connect these two. And we are going to connect these two. So this is called a decentralized application, or we can simply call the DApp. DApp, decentralized application. Decentralized application. Okay, this is called a decentralized application. So our aim is to create a small DApp. Okay, we are going to create a small DApp now. Okay, decentralized application. For that purpose, we have some prerequisites are there. We need to have, we need to install. First one is Node.js. First one is we need to install Node.js. We need to install. Why? Because Node.js is installed because we are going to create a small website, right? And this website should be on a particular server. So that purpose, we are using this Node.js. Node.js you need to install in your machine. And second thing is Truffle framework. Okay, that is very nice framework. Truffle. Truffle framework you need to install. Okay, Truffle framework you need to install. It is because we can write the smart contract either in Remix ID, but the professional way of writing smart contract is not in Remix. We can write in our own editor. Okay, we can write the smart contract in our own editor. You can write this smart contract in a Notepad or Notepad++, and after that you can compile it. So Truffle framework allow you to compile your smart contract and migrate the smart contract on the blockchain. So this is the truffle framework. Truffle framework you can use. Okay, and lastly, I am personally using this Visual Studio VS Code editor. VS Code editor. It is simply an editor. Okay, like Notepad or Notepad plus plus. Simple editor to type the things. That is very nice tool, VS Code. If you're having, I think you may have some VS Code editor. If you're having VS Code editor, then we can use that one. Or if you have a better uh, editor, you can make use of that one. Or Notepad or Notepad plus plus. That also fine. But better we have this one, VS Code. So these are the prerequisite we need to have. Okay, we need to uh, do this decentralized applications. So once again, anyway, we need to write a different code program. We need to write program for the website. All are very simple programs we are uh, doing today. So simple HTML, very simple website we will create, and we need to write the programs. For that purpose, we are using this VS Code editor. It is simply an editor, nothing else. And there is a truffle framework. It is because we need to write the smart contract. We know how to write the smart contract in Solidity language. We will write a very small smart contract, and we need to compile and migrate it. Either you can use with the Remix ID, but better all in one platform. Okay, the truffle framework allow us to compile and migrate our smart contract. So truffle we need to install, and first thing is this Node.js. Anyway, we will create a website we can host with the help of Node.js. So these are the different prerequisites you need to have. Okay, first of all, we can uh, install the prerequisites. Okay, first of all, Node.js. First of all, Node.js. This is the first thing, Node.js. Go to Node.js and downloads. Here you can download the thing. Okay, here you can see. Okay, this is the thing we need to download it, Node.js. Node.js. Just to click on that one. Make sure that it is latest stable version, not the current version. Don't go for the current version. It is may have some features, but it is a beta version, may not be stable. So make sure that you are downloading this one, latest stable version. Okay, if you're a Windows user, go to this MSI, and I think your system may be 64-bit. Click on 64-bit, then you can download it. Okay, it is downloaded. Okay, after that you can just install it. Just a double click and go and install it. That is Node.js. First of all, you try to install Node.js. After installation, we can do the rest of the things. Okay, after installation, Node.js installation, you can go and download this VS Code. Okay, download this VS Code editor. If you're using Windows, you can install the 64-bit. Click on this Windows and install it. Okay, I think you may be installed. After that, what you need to do is we need to install one more thing, that is for that truffle framework. So for that purpose, just open a command prompt. Just open the terminal or a command prompt. Just open a terminal. I have opened the terminal, and you can execute this command npm. And before that, you just check this one, node minus v, and check the version is working or not. If your Node.js version is Node.js is installed, then it will shows the version node minus v. Just to check and ensure that this Node.js is installed properly. Okay, once it is you confirmed it, the version is correctly installed. Maybe your version may be the latest version, not just latest version. Your version may be this one, 18.12.1. Here it may shows 18.12.1. My version is little bit older, no issues. Okay, so after that, what you need to do is you just type this command npm install -g. We need to install truffle. Okay, truffle, you can install something like this. Truffle at 5.4.29. Okay, this version you need to install 5.4.29. This is the prerequisite. Okay, we need to install all those things. Okay, anyway, it will take some time to complete this one. Okay, now what we are going to do is everything is perfect. We have installed an editor, VS Code we have installed, Node.js installed, and Truffle is also we got installed. Now we are going to create a new project, decentralized application. That decentralized application or DApp means it contains a website and a blockchain. We are interacting blockchain with the front-end website. Okay, this is the DApp. So we are starting. In order to start, you just create a new folder anywhere you like. Okay, I am going to create a new folder over here. New folder. Okay, the folder has been created. Okay, now it is created over here, and I am renaming it as okay, hello world. Okay, one simple project, hello world. Okay, this is my project folder. This is my project folder, hello world. Okay, here we are doing our decentralized application. Okay, website development and blockchain and interaction, everything we are doing over here. Now you can see the folder is empty. Now what I am going to do is open your command prompt, go to this folder by using cd command, cd. Okay, I have this folder in the desktop. So desktop, in the desktop, hello world is there. Hello world is there. Okay, now I am in this folder. Okay, in the desktop, hello world folder is there. Here we are doing our project. For the first thing you need to do is you need to download one skeleton project. Okay, npm or you can use this one, a truffle. Okay, we are going to download a truffle project, a truffle unbox pet shop. That is a very simple thing, pet shop, and we can edit it. Okay, truffle unbox pet shop. Okay, it is unboxing, and you can see something is downloaded or not downloaded is not completed. It is downloading. Okay, now it is completed. Now it is completed. Okay, you just try to complete up to this.